Hey, my name's Ginger Buchanan. I'm the Food Service Director for Huntley Project Schools in Warden, Montana. I'm also a farm-to-school coach for Montana Team Nutrition. Today we're going to be doing a kitchen tour, and I'm going to show you some of the equipment that we have that helps us do made-from-scratch or semi-made-from-scratch meals. That's very important to us here at Huntley Project because we want our kids to know where their food comes from. We try really hard to source everything we can locally. Right now we're able to do our beef, some lettuce, and we're also a part of DoD Fresh, which is really a good source for fresh fruits and vegetables through USDA. I also want to talk to you a little bit today about grants. We've been really blessed this year. We were able to win several grants that helped us to get a lot of much needed new equipment. And I'm really excited to show you that equipment. So we're in the prep area of the kitchen. Right here's our prep table. This is where we put everything on sheet pans. This is one of our ovens. It's our combi oven. It'll steam, hold, it'll roast. We can do just about anything in this oven. These two ovens, this is an electric convection oven and a gas convection oven. This is our baker's table. It's where we make all the homemade biscuits and hot rolls, cinnamon rolls. Our big mixer, which we're getting ready to add to this mixer. One of the grants that we won, we were able to include a brand new mixer, so it will also go beside this mixer. Dish room area, this is where pre-COVID kids would come in through the door, put their trays on this table. They would get rinsed, run through the machine, and then our drying racks. This is the back of the kitchen. This is where most of our made-from-scratch meals get prepared. This is our large tilt skillet, our small tilt skillet. Right here is a space that we've reserved for a 2-burner cooktop that is not here, hadn't been installed yet. Our large steam kettle where we make all of our soups. We have another warming cabinet that we are using right now for COVID, so all the meals that come out of the Oliver go into this warming cabinet. I believe it'll hold 9 Oliver trays per sheet pan, and I believe there's 11 spaces in this holding cabinet, but it's pushed down to the elementary. This was also won through a grant. More prep area, so we make our bags here for any of our sack lunches that go out. We have taping machines to tape those bags with. This is where we wash all of our fresh fruits and vegetables in this area. Our number 10 can electric can opener. So recently we had the opportunity of getting a patty making machine that we love. By getting this patty making machine, we've cut out the middleman, which means we've cut our cost in half. We buy all our beef ground 80-20 from Project Meats. All this beef is raised here locally, right here in the Yellowstone Valley, so we're able to put money back into the producers' pockets, and our kids know where their beef comes from. So we're going to demonstrate here real quickly how we make these patties. We pre-season it so that when we pack it into this machine, it comes out seasoned, and they're 1/4 pound patties. They fit perfect on a bun, and the kids love them. Okay, so I've got my pan just about full. One other thing I want to talk about is when we make these patties, we put them into the cooler. The next morning they go into the ovens. They're done in 15 minutes. Very easy to make, very easy to process. We can have over 500 patties made in about an hour and 20 minutes if my head cook and I can stay at it and we just knock it out. It's super easy, super simple. There's not a lot of work involved, and it's been a big success for us. So I'm going to show you our Oliver system that we got for Huntley Project School. This was all bought through a grant. This is a really cool machine. So today we're doing spaghetti. So the first process is we load the paper trays with the garlic toast. Then we put corn in the tray. And then we put the spaghetti in. It goes to this table where Janice picks up the trays and loads the machine. So we're going to show you the other end of this because we have kind of a cramped space. So the machine processes the food through the stamping where it stamps the film onto the tray to seal it. And it pushes them out this end where Missy picks the trays up, puts them on a sheet pan where we get 9 to a pan. And we'll wait till this pan fills. Then it goes into our portable warmer. But it'll go into this portable warmer, and that is what we push down to the elementary school and feed the elementary kids. This time we're going to demonstrate our Dough Express pizza press machine. It par bakes our crust. This was also won through a grant. So I get this dough from Costco. It costs us $20 a case. We get 21 to a case. All we have to do is thaw it overnight, proof it the next day for a couple hours just till it gets to room temperature. Buying a case of that compared to a case of par baked crust from Cisco, we save way more than half. So a case from Cisco is somewhere around $60. You only get 12. So like I said, through Costco, we get 21 for $20. So we take the dough, round it, put it in the center. This is hot, so we got to be careful with that. Pull it down. This needs to bake between 30 and 45 seconds. And so we'll be right back, and I'll show you how that works. So it's been about 45 seconds, so I'm going to lift the handle, flatten it out really nice. So what we do now is I'm going to bring it to Heather. She's going to dock it with this docking tool. And what that does is it puts holes in the crust so that it doesn't bubble up in the center. You have to dock these. Now we'll just round the edges, and that'll help keep all the good stuff inside the pizza. Plus it looks really nice after it bakes up. Then Heather will put it on a perforated sheet pan. And then she'll put it on our baker's rack to cool. Once those are cooled, we will put them in stacks of 10 with paper between each crust. Put them in the freezer, and they're par baked, ready to use crust for the day we want to make pizza. This is our dry storage area. We have a lot of our pans and amber pans back here, a lot of roasting pans. We store our number 10 cans here. So anything food is pretty much going to be in this area. We have another dry number 10 can storage rack in this corner. We also store all of our prepping cups for our portion cups for any fruits that we do, or slaws or salads. All that stays back here. So we also have freezer space. It's not a very big freezer. We also won grant money to buy another external freezer, but up until this point, this is the freezer we use. It's about 10 by 16. We've got another 10 by 16 on its way. Right now we're having to use bottled water because the nitrates in our city water are too high. So anything that we cook with, that we add to soups or any recipes, has to be done with bottled water. This is our walk-in cooler. It's a little bigger than our freezer, but this is where all of our fresh food goes. It just has to be stored in a cooler. We have 2 serving lines. We have kids that will line up on this side. They'll come through, grab their trays from the server, and walk down the pathway to the point of sale. We also have a server line on the other side where they'll do the same thing. And they'll walk out to what we call our commons area. Our tables are put away right now, but when it's not pre-COVID, we're able to seat about 400 kids at a time. Right now, we're about half that.